Usually I do some analysis, some history, some research as to what makes a story, but this one pretty much speaks for itself. And this is about Paul Feig saying that racism was the cause of Ghostbusters 2016's failure, and many, many other things. So we're going to go through all of his comments and some fun ones just to have a little bit of peace of mind this morning. So the internet is really funny. This is back in 2015. I love it, but I hate it all the same. It's like, okay, I'm with you there. There's some good parts and there's some bad parts. He added, the first wave, when you make an announcement that like that is overwhelmingly positive, everyone's so happy and you're like, this is great. Then comes the second wave and you're like, oh my God, some of the most vile, misogynistic S words I've ever seen in my life. Okay, yeah, blaming people for hating women because they don't like your premise. Or they finally caught wind of it and voiced their opinion. Yeah, who knew this wouldn't work? Who knew Ghostbusters 2016, which had an all-female cast, wouldn't work? The biggest thing I've heard for the last 4 months is, thanks for ruining my childhood. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. If you don't remember the 80s or weren't born around then, there were a lot of really interesting, crazy, weird films. And Ghostbusters was probably near the top of those. I think Goonies was another one. There was Star Wars, of course. Just weird, crazy stuff. It's like, wow, can't believe that got made. It's so cool. It's so dramatic. Honestly, the only way I could ruin your childhood is if I got into a time machine and went back and made you an orphan. Jesus. Yeah, that would do it, Paul. Thanks for explaining that to us. But essentially what you did was go back in time and ruin Ghostbusters. Back in 2018, Feig compared the film to Hillary Clinton's election claiming they both were caught in a misogynistic vortex. Oh boy. I have been dying for somebody to look at Hillary Clinton's campaign and us because we were caught in the exact same vortex. I don't know. I don't think Hillary Clinton lost because people were misogynistic or just hated women in general. I think that's a rather strange thing to say. I think she lost because she wasn't as attractive as the other guy. And because it's Hillary Clinton. And she was saying some crazy stuff. It ignited these passions that were already around because Trump was stirring them up. I think these guys felt they were losing control. I don't know. I think Trump could have said absolutely nothing. And anything else would have been better than Hillary Clinton. That's what the Democrats did to America in 2016. And now he's doubling down in his comments. Here we go. I think some really brilliant author or research or sociologist needs to write a book about how 2016 intertwined we were with Hillary and the anti-Hillary movement. It was just like this year. Okay, maybe that's the case. Maybe there were two movements. The Hillary movement, which was the Democratic nomination for president. Like, great, okay. Then the anti-Hillary movement, the people who didn't want Hillary. The very fact that he acknowledges there's a movement against Hillary already tells you where his mind is. Or he knows there's a group. He's not saying the Republican nomination or the Republican Party. He's saying an anti-Hillary group. And how that associates with my movie. Maybe your movie just sucked, buddy. Maybe your premise sucked. Maybe your acting wasn't so good. Maybe your dialogue wasn't so good. Maybe the fact you got people to riff off each other and that was the movie was a bad idea for a movie. Comedy is very selective. Comedians hone their craft. They have to practice, and they fail more than they succeed. We just hear the successes because it takes them that long to figure out what is funny. You cannot just assume a bunch of people in a room riffing off each other is going to be funny all of the time. I don't think that's how that works. everyone went to a boiling point. I don't know if it was having an African American president for 8 years teed them up or something, but they were just ready to explode. I don't think that has anything to do with it. This isn't a, hey, let's vote for the Republican. Hey, let's vote for the Democrat. Hey, oh, this man's black or this person's a woman. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think it's who's attractive. And Obama was very attractive. Look at Hillary. Was she very attractive? No. The things she was saying and things she wanted to do were not very attractive. And when you start demonizing the other side, you're not going to gain votes. If you start attacking the other side for being a basket of deplorable people, you're not going to win votes. That's not how it works. You have to appeal to everyone to get the most votes. In 2014 or 15, when I announced I was going to do it, it started. There's tape of Donald Trump going like, and now the Ghostbusters are women. What is going on? This is, okay. You know how I said Trump could have gotten elected by saying nothing? I think this actually helped, if we actually listen to this.
They're remaking Indiana Jones without Harrison Ford. You can't do that. And now they're making Ghostbusters with only women. What's going on?
That was just brilliant. He's like, what the hell? What is this? What's going on? It's like, why? The general question most of us were asking, why would you do this? Thank you. The voice of the people. That's all you got to do. Be the voice of the people, you get elected. Wow, what an idea. Oh, it's crazy how people got nuts about women trying to be in power or being in positions they weren't normally in. It was an ugly, ugly year. I don't know what he's talking about, but no one really cares if you're a man or a woman and you want to run for office. We've had female and male politicians for a long, long time. So no, I think there's something more to it there, Mr. Feig. I think your movie just sucked. The Ghostbusters was released in 2016. The film earned $128.3 million and $100.6 million in international. The film had an abysmal opening weekend of $46 million. Sony Pictures lost at least $50 million on the film. Ouch. The film received a 60 Metascore from critics on Metacritic and a 2.8 user score. That's horrible. It's just like, come on, Feig. Like, just read the numbers, figure out why, listen to the critics. All you got to do. Stop blaming some sort of imaginary movement that was against Hillary Clinton. Stop saying all this nonsense about people hating women or men hating women or women hating women or whatever nonsense you're talking about. Own up to your mistakes. Realize your movie and your comedy did not work. And move on. Do better things. Make better art. That's the next best thing you could do. Make something that resonates with people, that isn't a laughing stock, that doesn't suck. I know it's hard. Lots of things suck in the universe. But you didn't get to where you are today by sucking all the time. Thanks for listening, guys, and have yourself a great day.